video, I am going to discuss about Robert Glaser's basic teaching model. Imagine you are building a house. You need a solid plan, that is a foundation, walls, a roof and checks to make sure everything fits. Robert Glaser in 1962 gave teachers a similar simple but powerful plan for teaching, a basic teaching model. It breaks teaching down into four clear logical steps. Four steps of Glaser's basic teaching model are: first, instructional objectives, that is goals. Where are we going? Second, entering behavior, that is the starting point, that is where are the students starting from. Third, instructional procedures, that is teaching and learning, that means how do we get there. And fourth, performance assessment, that is checking, which means did we arrive. Now I am going to discuss this model using mathematical examples from class 8. Here I have selected the topic solving linear equation like 2x plus 3 equal to 9. The first step is instructional objectives, that is setting the destination. Before anything else, the teacher must be crystal clear, that is what should student be able to do by the end of this lesson or unit. There are specific measurable skills or understandings. So here as a teacher we can select objective like students will be able to identify the variable and constant in a simple linear equation. Objective 2, students will be able to solve one step linear equation for the unknown variable. Objective 3, student will be able to solve two-step linear equations for the unknown variable. Students will be able to verify their solutions by substituting it back into the original equation. Without clear objectives, teaching is like driving without a map. Objectives tell the teacher what to teach and the student what they need to learn. They guide everything that comes next. Now step 2, that is entering behavior, that means knowing the starting line. Before teaching the new stuff, the teacher needs to find out what students already know and can do related to the new objectives. This is their entering behavior, the skills and knowledge they bring to the lesson. So here, before diving into solving 2x plus 3 equal to 9, the teacher checks, do students understand what an equation is? Can they identify the left hand side and the right hand side? Do they understand the concept of an unknown variable? Are they fluent with basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and their inverses? Do they understand the concept of balance? The teacher might ask quick review questions, give a short pretest, observe students working on a warm-up activity, or simply ask the class, who remember what an equation is, or show me how to solve x plus 2 equal to 7, etc. So why it matters? If students don't have the necessary prerequisite skills, trying to teach them two-step equations will be frustrating and fail. The teacher might need to review basics first or adjust the lesson pace based on what the class knows. Now step 3, that is instructional procedures, that is the teaching and learning journey. This is the main part, the actual teaching. It's how the teacher helps students move from their entering behavior to achieve the instructional objectives. It includes explanations, demonstrations, activities, practice, question, discussions, all the methods used to facilitate learning. So how the teacher tackles 2x plus 3 equal to 9? The teacher must first give introduction and must try to make a connection. Then he will try to give explanation and demonstrations using balance analogy. After that, the teacher must try to give a guided practice. In step 4, the student will try for independent practice. Final step is verification. So why it matters? This is where the learning happens. Effective procedures use clear explanations, relatable examples, active student participation, and cater to different learning needs. Now step 4, that is performance assessment, that means checking the arrival. Now it's time to check. Did the students actually achieve the objectives set out in step 1? This is assessment for learning. See if teaching was effective and where student might still need help. It directly measures the objectives. The teacher gives student a short quiz or set of problems mirroring the objectives. Here I have given some short quiz questions. Observing students' work during independent practice is also assessment. Asking targeted questions like, Priya, how did you get the answer for 2y minus 3 equal to 7? So why it matters? This is Glaser's crucial insight. Assessment is not just for grading. Feedback for students. They learn if they understood correctly. Feedback for the teacher. Did the instructional procedure work? Did most students achieve the objectives? If yes, the teacher can confidently move on to the next topic. If no, the teacher identifies where understanding broke down. This information feeds directly back to step 2 for the next lesson. The teacher knows they need to reteach or review specific concept before proceeding. This closes the loop. So why Glaser's model still matters? Glaser's model still famous because its clarity. It forces the teacher to be clear about what is being taught, that is the objective, and where students are starting, that is their entering behavior. The second reason is for its focus on learning, that is the core is getting students from their starting point to the goal. Purposeful teaching. Everything done in step 3 is aimed squarely at the objective from step 1. Essential feedback. Step 4 is not an afterthought. It's vital information to improve teaching in step 3 and adjust the starting point, that is step 2, for future lesson. It makes teaching responsive. The foundation. While modern models add layers like technology or social interaction, Glaser's 4-step model remains the fundamental blueprint for effective lesson planning and delivery. It's the sturdy house plan teaching is built upon. So this is the summary table. Here Glaser's first step is instructional objectives, which means what student will learn. Second is entering behavior, which means check prior knowledge. The third one is instructional procedures, which means which teaching method used. And fourth one is performance assessment, means how learning is measured. So now try this.